I am currently the recruitment manager at Think Global Recruitment. I look after the sales team within the business, and I actually started about 5 years ago in a very low position within recruitment, which was researcher, which is essentially the level below a trainee consultant. So I was brought in there with no recruitment experience whatsoever. I had a little bit of sales experience, but nothing like recruitment. So had a really, I suppose, intensive 12 weeks training programme where you're in the classroom 2 or 3 hours per week, but also training on the desk as well, kind of learning from peers and things like that too. And we have as well on a kind of weekly basis, which I've always had, was a work in progress, or a WIP as it's kind of referred to internally. And that's at least an hour per week where you sit down with your manager, you run through everything on your desk, get some sort of direct coaching and coaching and training that's relevant to sort of what's going on your desk. We've regularly been away to attend REC training courses as well. I got a lot when I was stepping up from consultant to senior consultant, how to sort of manage the extra responsibilities, and the same when I went from senior consultant to my current position manager. There was REC training courses on how to handle being a manager as well as running a desk, which was fantastic. And there's been lots of other training sessions with Abigail, our MD, as well. She's got 25 years experience, so a lot of knowledge to pass on to us as well. I've actually started taking some training courses now myself as well, which have been well received, which is great. And what's been hugely important for me recently is I've been doing sort of one-on-one training with an industry guru called Mark Whitby. Really highly recommend him. He's quite highly regarded in training circles, and him and I have been working together one-on-one, a couple of really intense hours a month, which is fantastic, and it's really helped me grow as a professional as well. And I've been able to take some training sessions on the back of that as well. And we also had Mark to give some training to the newer guys as well. In fact, all the consultants actually on some of the fundamentals of recruiting, so like business development, canvas calls, that kind of thing as well. So yeah, it's been a sort of consistent training from start to finish for me, and a really big help.
Brilliant. And for the training away days, I know that there's 2 a year. Would you just like to give us a bit of an overview of last year's trip to Amsterdam?
Yeah, absolutely. We, as you rightly say, have sort of 2 away events per year, one for Christmas and one in the summer for our year-end. Our year-end's kind of August to August. And this year we went to Amsterdam for a couple of days, which is a really fantastic trip, really fun for the guys. It's a great city. But the purpose of that on the Friday, it was a Saturday, was really to have a full day's kind of training with the whole company though. It's quite rare that we have a chance for everybody to go on to the training sessions, because we have support staff and these kind of things as well. So it's good to get everyone involved. And we not only train, but we kind of plan out the company's goals for the year, how we can achieve it, what makes us stand out, and it really gives people the chance to get some good training, but also to plan for the future as well. So we had a really fun day on the Friday, lots and lots of training, lots of interaction, breakout sessions, that kind of thing. But it was fun as well. We had a really nice Friday night out, great meal. We did a kind of come dine with me style thing where everybody made a certain course, which was great. And then the Saturday was quite social, bit of training kind of thing in the morning as well, and then a little bit of a tour in the afternoon as well, which was great. So it was the perfect blend, I think, and it helped people, I think, take in the subject matter, because it had some social activities involved. When I started, I was completely new to the industry. I mean, I wasn't a young guy, and I was kind of 24 at the time, and I was coming in completely brand new to an industry that I'd only kind of heard things about and never experienced. So to go through a really dedicated training academy in the formative part of my career in recruitment was absolutely invaluable. I was able to learn from the managing director, directly. As I touched on as well, she's got about 25 years experience in the industry, so to get that at an early stage was fantastic. We had some really good managers in here, and they were able to give me training every week in the form of the WIP, which is fantastic. And just that sort of weekly reinforcement really helped me, I think, in year one become fairly successful. And then from then, still having constant training, with the MD, on the desk, it just helped me kind of stay sharp and add little things to my, I suppose, list of attributes. And it was great. And the training when I was stepping up different levels was really good, because it's always nice to get an idea of the good and the bad, and how you deal with the good, how you deal with the bad kind of thing. And the actual classroom training for that was fantastic. I don't think I'd have been as successful as a manager without it kind of thing. And particularly more recently, the one-on-one training with sort of industry experts has kind of helped me continue to grow. I think some things in recruitment, you can, if you've been doing it for a long time, you're in danger of stagnating a little bit. Whereas going and refreshing and speaking with somebody like Mark was hugely beneficial for me, and I really think it's helped me grow as a manager and as a person.